Hey guys, my name is Haley and today I'm going to be filming a currently reading. It's been a little bit since I've done this. I might actually start doing them more often because quite frankly it's the easiest way to keep everybody updated on what all I'm doing besides reading, since I'm not doing a lot of reading. So like shows and music and other hobbies I'm currently into. So we might be seeing more of these. Let me know if you have a preference of how often to see them, like once every 2 weeks, once a week. I would prefer to do it once a week because I'm not gonna lie, I'm having trouble coming up with 2 uploads per week of things to film, especially with not reading. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below if you have any suggestions for either video ideas or how often you would prefer currently reading, or what you think of the currently readings. I don't know if I've actually asked that before. The reading portion of this, I'm currently reading Forever Wild, which is book 2.5 of the Simple Wild series. I really like Calla, so I am continuing this with this little novella of the series. I don't know if there's going to be more books. I don't think there is, but I'm enjoying this. I like being back in their little relationship and seeing how they're dealing with family stuff. It's a fun time. I don't think it's very long and I've just barely started it yesterday. And that is literally it for reading. So what I've been spending most of my time doing is I've been watching Supernatural. I'm currently in season 3. My personal favorite season of Supernatural is season 5. So that is the like stopping point I'm trying to get to in the next like week or two, to take a break from it when all of these K-pop things start happening, which I will talk about in a minute. That's another question I wanted to ask, because apparently YouTube doesn't like when I make currently watching or recently watched videos their own videos, so I'm probably going to include them in my wrap-ups. Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in, because obviously I am watching a lot more TV than I have in like the last 3 years of my life, and I do want to talk about them, especially since I'm not doing as much reading. So those will probably end up in my wrap-ups. Let me know any K-drama or like TV show recommendations. Like I have lists of things I want to try, but it's very possible I've missed some shows in the last like several years that I wasn't watching TV. And then getting into K-pop, I'm still listening to Stray Kids all the time. Like that's all I ever do really when it comes to listening to music. I usually listen to them like in the morning before I go to work. My favorite songs have not changed. It's really just been Levantar, I Am You ballad that I'm still upset doesn't have a download. Oh my gosh, Changbin and Felix's song that they released the other day, I'm gonna link that down below, was so good. It was so cute. I need JYP to start uploading their like solo stuff ASAP to somewhere I can download it and put it on my music list so I can actually listen to them and not just have to go to YouTube. Because that is the case with the I Am You ballad version, with Chan's solo song, with Changbin's solo song, with Han's solo songs. I just want to be able to listen to them and actually know how often I listen to them in my little Apple Music playlist. And I can't do that and it makes me so mad. Please JYP fix this. Other exciting news, Astro, who if you don't know is my alt K-pop group, they're having a comeback on April 5th. It's finally been announced. They're gonna start dropping teasers and stuff this weekend and I'm so excited. Like I've been in the Stray Kids hole for like 2 months now, but I am so excited to see Astro come back. They don't do stuff often enough for how much me and Kate love them, and I'm so excited to see new content from them because it's been so long. It's been like a literal year, because their last comeback, Knock, which is one of my favorite songs of all time, came out last April. I remember at the like towards the beginning of the pandemic, which feels like it was 16 years ago. And then as far as anything else goes, Kate's been trying to get me into Monsta X. I've avoided them for several years now within the K-pop realm because their name kind of scares me. And I thought, like, judging by their name, that they were gonna have like harder music, which is not my music taste, like leaning towards the NCT noise music side, which is not my jam. But they seem to be like an in-between, is how Kate explains them, an in-between of Stray Kids and Astro. Astro is my favorite type of music in K-pop. And then Stray Kids is like down here of like, they have a lot of songs that are very good and then there's some that I just don't love. I describe them more as if you had a spectrum of like Stray Kids to EXO. They're in the middle of that in my brain. That makes more sense to me. Which like there are some EXO songs I do really like, but the vast majority of them I'm just like, that was fine. Or there's a couple that I just don't like. Like my favorite EXO song is Power and Miracles in December. So like a ballad and then like a cute boppy song. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. There's a lot of Supernatural happening. There's a lot of K-pop happening. Not as much as like a couple months ago, but there will be, like coming up on April We have like Kingdom starts April 1st, Astro's comeback is April 5th. We have a lot of stuff to catch up on with them and to watch all the new stuff as it comes out with the comeback for like a couple weeks. And then watch Kingdom as it comes out for a couple weeks and catch up on a little bit more Stray Kids stuff before Kingdom starts. And it's just been, it's gonna be a whole like busy first 2 weeks of April of K-pop for both me and Kate. Oh, I am also, here's a fun, exciting thing. I am finally gonna get to go to an actual theater, like musical theater, to see a show. I'm going to see Clue the musical at the high school down the road for me this week, and I'm so excited. This will be the first time I've been inside a theater since right before the pandemic hit. I think the last show I saw was in like late February of 2020 without us even knowing what was coming, and I went and saw that show twice. And I cannot tell you how thankful I am that I randomly decided to go see that twice, because I didn't know I wasn't going to be in a theater for over a year, which is really upsetting to me. I go see theater shows as often as humanly possible because theater is my favorite thing on this planet, specifically musicals. But I'm so excited for theater to come back into the world in some way, and for everybody to get their jobs back, and for there to be like new things coming out. Like, the first step to that is me going to a socially distanced, like 20% capacity or 15, I don't know what the actual capacity is, but it's not very much, and like a ton of rows and seats in between people. Like, they're doing really well with the social distancing. A really good friend of mine is in charge of it, and he's been telling me all the COVID precautions, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to do this safely and really well, and to go watch something that I love. Do I know anything about Clue the musical? No. Am I gonna go see it just because it's a musical that I can see in person for the first time in a year and do it safely? Yes. But yeah, that's all I am up to. Let me know what has happened to you that is exciting in the last couple of weeks with all of the vaccines rolling out and everything. And thank you all for watching, and I will see all of you guys next time.